Hey, it's Matt from the Grain Arcade here back at Sosnovka. We've got our field going in the initial harvest that was here when we bought the farm. So I'm going to take this guy off of Cedar since we can't really do a whole lot with him right now. And I'm going to put him on a tipper. And then we'll get our combine emptied and let him continue harvesting. Alright, go in cab here. Well, this is an older tractor, but I will say they did a nice job with the graphics. Kind of a classic tractor. Looks like it might have belonged in the classic pack. But alright, get him empty and let him roll on. Go ahead and get our T4 down here, and I'll just have those other implements delivered there. And let's see, I need to buy a chainsaw. I said we wouldn't get into logging right away, but looks like we might have to. But yeah, I got a call from the mill. Or it's actually the village grain elevator, not the mill. They gave me a call and said, hey, we heard you bought the farm and had some experience in logging, and we've got all these trees around the elevator that we need removed. And can you come remove them for us? So naturally I said, sure. So we're going to remove these trees for the grain elevator. And it just so happens that the sawmill's right down there on that water. So we're going to go ahead and remove these trees for them. Let's see, get my chainsaw out here. And we are ready to start cutting. I'm just going to cut that one for right now. I want to make sure. Oh, we got a trophy. It says timber. I guess that's the first tree we've cut so far in our campaign. Now, hopefully we'll be able to push this right off into that sawmill. Without driving in ourselves. Gotta be very careful about that. Yeah, there we go. So we got 3,828 for that. So we have to invest in a stump grinder. Because, you know, that was part of the arrangement with the village grain elevator that we removed the stumps as well. So we'll go ahead and get a stump grinder. And go ahead and cut the rest of these trees here. Now we want to use the money that we get from this to get a mower and a pickup wagon. That way we can get to work right away on biogas. Whoa! Back up, back up, back up. It's the only thing about these smaller tractors. They're small. This is not going the way I want it to. Oh, there's a stump. I need to get from this side. If I can get right at a point of the tree that it's all about leverage and balance. Careful not to drive off or flip. turn this tree around here. Turn my beacon back on because this is, utility work. Drive this off down in the pond here and not drive off in it myself. There we go. Yeah, see, if we had this set on easy, we would make a lot more on the trees. I know at Westbridge, the other maps, Bjornholm and this map have separate sale points. There's actually 3 sale points on this map. There's the sawmill, the biomass heating plant actually takes logs or trees, and then if you look down in the very bottom southwest corner of the map, the bottom left, there's the lumber yard down there, and that's where you get the most money for trees, is at the lumber yard, because there's a train that you send, like in Bjornholm, so you'll make more money doing it that way. But we don't have the capability of transporting these trees that far, and believe me, it's a long ways down the road on this map, long way. So, right now we'll sell at the sawmill. And I've seen a lot of people on their channel, they'll cut the trees, like this, at an angle. But I've learned if you turn it all the way sideways, get right up on it, crouch down, get the most out of the tree, and then just cut it even horizontally, it will fall right over. Alright, got those trees. I'm going to get our tractor and then we'll push them on in. Probably should have started at the bottom down here. Let me head back down here. Get this one first. Now you can push them in, and if you're really far away, you may just want to go ahead and try to pick them up a little. Of course, this tractor, it's so small. I don't know if it would do it or not. Looks like I'm up on 2 wheels already. The only problem with this is you have to let it go before it pulls you in too. So bring this down and try to get pushed on in there. Almost. Come on, keep going. Keep going. There we go. I think we may go ahead and sell our initial crop. And then eventually we'll sell that older tractor. That'll probably be the next step. Sell that older tractor, get a better tractor. We can keep the combine for now because it's a decent combine. It's not that bad. It's not like the Sampo Rosy Sleep Commune. Whoa, no. Push it from the front. You can tell this tractor doesn't have a lot of power just by the way it handles. But it's a smaller tractor. It really, I've only used it for fertilizing or sheep. Even fertilizing, if you're going to fill your fertilizer, you have to have the front loader on to counterbalance it, because the full fertilizer is it makes it tilt up in the back, in the front. So, hit that pretty good. All right, come on, go on down in there. Good. There we go. And what kind of pickup wagon do we want? Well, we have this one for $27,000, holds 21,000 liters. But there's also another one for $25,000, which is less, and it holds 25,000 liters versus 21,000. So sensibly, we're gonna get this one first. Because it costs less and it holds more. It's a no-brainer. Get this one down in here. Uh-oh, I think I'm going too fast. Going down in there. Go, 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 go. Come on. Get in the pond. There you go. Alright, push this one down here. And we can just afford the pickup wagon, so we'll go ahead and get it. Now all we need is a mower. And since we don't have a 3-point hitch or a PTO on the front of either one of these tractors, we could go with that one, which is 13.5, and just hook it up to the back. It's got a 3.5 cutting width, or we could get this one that goes out to the side with a 3-meter width. Again, going back to, you know, buying equipment and having it be, let's just say we're giving our equipment a forever home. I don't like buying the small equipment just to turn around and sell it for half the price and upgrading to something else later. So I'm going to go ahead and get this because we'll use this with this rear mower later on. So right now I'm just going to get that and we'll hook it up to the back of these tractors. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. Not yet. So what we'll do, we've still got a few more trees over here to cut for the village grain elevator here. But I need to check on the combine. And he probably needs emptying. So we'll take a break from this and go ahead over here. Yep, he needs emptying. And we'll go ahead and sell our grain too while we're at it, I guess. Or, well, I've got canola planted, so I may wait on it just a little bit. Get this field done and put him back on the planter and let him finish planting that. And we'll finish out this episode doing that, and then next time we'll harvest this canola, and then I think we can sell our grain. And I'm already full. Wow, this thing only holds 15,000. Okay. Well, it's better than the 8500 trailer, but we can upgrade this tipper too eventually. These are our silos. See, we don't start out with much on normal. Only 8,000, just a little over 8,000 in storage per grain. So we'll sell our wheat, and then we'll actually we'll sell the other stuff, and then we'll wait on the wheat and canola and sell the canola last. And normally, you know, I like to sell just on great demands, but since we don't start out with, you know, more equipment or anything on here, we'll go ahead and sell our current crop storage, and maybe work on some more trees later. Yeah, this is not a bad combine. It's just not, you know, one of the more common brands like Case or John Deere, New Holland. With Farming Simulator 17 coming out, October 27th, I think that's right. Of course, I don't know. Parts of the website say that it's coming out on October 27th. Other parts of the website say that it's coming out on October 25th. So it's coming out that week sometime. But for right now, I know I'll be making videos on it as soon as it comes out. So, and we'll try to get those up as soon as possible. But just starting out the channel here on the Farming Simulator 15 maps, and hopefully we can get some subscribers and get some more videos up, and hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And this map, you know, it has possibilities too. I mean, we can plow all those fields together down there. 23, 25, 28. I have seen the fields on the far right. That long, narrow strip over there. 6, 12, 16, 21, 26, and 29. I've seen those all plowed together. And I don't know that I'll plow them all together in one large line, but I probably will plow some of them together. Like 6 and 12 together, 16 and 21 together, 26 and 29 together. Don't know about doing it in long lines, because even with the largest harvester on here, which is the New Holland CR 1090, it has a 14,500 tank capacity, I believe, on it. Even with that, when you're harvesting, the only thing you really could plant over there is canola, and even that, it would fill up before you got to the end of it, unless you stayed with them, and it's hard to do that when you're, you know, when his auger pipe is facing the crop, because I'm not a believer of driving on the crop, and that's why, you know, I said I may plow some of it together. I could see maybe either doing 2 fields together or 3 fields together, like 6, 12, and 16 together, and then 21, 26, and 29 together. Just make 2 large fields out of that. That might be a possibility. But that's long-term goals right now. Really, when you're playing on normal, since you don't get the initial cash at hand, and you don't get as much for crop or timber, the logical thing to do would be to keep the small equipment to start and buy the smallest field first. And the smallest field on this map is down by the garden center, number 31. It's a little ways away, but you have to cross the river to get there, and go up a hill. And it's just it's a small field. Matter of fact, it's smaller than either of the fields we already own. It's smaller than 19, and it's smaller than 14. But I mean, you know, that's part of farming. I mean, if you're just starting out, you start out small, and then, you know, you work your way up. You get the next biggest field, which would probably be field 9, up just past the shop on the left-hand side of the road, up by the chickens. And you know, it may be the smallest field. Now that I'm looking at it, it almost looks a little smaller than field 31, so I'll have to check that out. I still think 31 is the smallest, though. I think I've checked that before. But we'll check that out and see. Right now, first things first, we need the mower, and we've got our pickup wagon, so all we need is the mower. Alright, he's done. So we'll take this on up to the silo and put it in there for storage. And we'll have to end our episode, because it is that time. Alright, so we'll go park these guys, and next time we'll be probably selling grain and finishing up the tree removal at the Village Green elevator. So until next time, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade.